Welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm going to show you a couple of easy recipes and techniques that I use to prep some meals to throw in the freezer. Then when those busy weeknights hit, I've got dinner covered, and it's easy, delicious, and economical. Today we're going to be using products that come in the Best of Wild Tree 8-pack and a couple of grapeseed oils. So let's get started. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is really a technique more than a recipe. The first thing I'm going to do is get my gallon-sized freezer bags and divide my meat up. I'm going to do 3 breasts per bag because we're a family of 3 and I like to flatten mine out a little bit. So I like to use my handy tool I got from Pampered Chef. I'll give them a little plug and flatten this out a little bit. And that's just totally a personal preference. I like it better that way. I feel like all the meat has flavor on it instead of biting into a big, thick piece of meat that doesn't have as much seasoning on it. So all we're going to do is we're going to mix and match. You dump a little bit of oil in here, about a tablespoon, and then you choose your seasoning. So you can really just mix and match just about any oil and seasoning. But today I'm going to do the lemon rosemary chicken. This is really, really good. You know, I've noticed I have seen a lot of these recipes and ideas on Pinterest lately, for those of you that follow Pinterest. And some of them look good. I'm sure there's some great things out there. But they're all pretty simple. And with the blend like lemon rosemary, I mean, this is something good enough to feed the company. It really will make you like a gourmet cook. So I'm just going to get the oil kind of spread out over the meat. Just use a tablespoon of, I use the roasted garlic. That's my favorite. And we're going to start with a teaspoon of seasoning blend, see what that looks like. Just mash it up right there in the bag. A little bit more on this side. All I need to do is label my bag. Air out. And that's ready to go in the freezer. The next recipe we're going to do is chicken fajitas. I've already sliced up about 3 chicken breasts. And a couple of bell peppers and a couple of onions. All we're going to do is again add some grapeseed oil. You can use the natural, or I think garlic makes everything better, so I'm going to use the garlic. Using about 4 tablespoons of this. We've got quite a bit of stuff in this bag. Then in your 8-pack, you have a fajita seasoning. I'm just going to use the larger jar, but it's the same thing that comes in the 8-pack. A couple of tablespoons of that. And just for a little extra kick, I like to add chipotle lime rub, but this is something extra. If you just have the 8-pack, it's perfectly good with just the fajita blend, but I love the chipotle lime, so I'm going to add a couple of tablespoons of that. And that's it. We're just going to mix this all up, throw it in the freezer. When we get ready to cook it, we're just going to dump the whole bag in the skillet and cook it till it's done. Fajitas. Okay, so now that you have all your meals up in your freezer, all you'll do in the morning is pick one out. I believe I want to have some rodeo chicken tonight. So you're going to put this bag in the refrigerator, and while you're out working or running your errands all day, it'll be in the fridge thawing and marinating. So when you get home and ready to cook dinner, it's all ready to go for you. All you have to do, throw it in a pan and saute it. Put it on the George Foreman grill is one of my favorite ways. It only takes 8 minutes to cook a chicken breast on a George Foreman grill. Put it in the oven and bake it. Add a couple of quick side dishes, and you've got dinner on the table in 30 minutes. Stay tuned for some great videos I'm going to do on some awesome side dish recipes.